Transgender wrestler gets cheers, boos after winning.
It's the dramatic end to a competitive and controversial weekend for Mac Beggs. The 17-year-old Dallas area high school student won the title of champion in the girls' state wrestling competition Saturday.
It wasn't her time due to woke.
A mix of cheers and boos directed at the wrestler as he fell to his knees, appearing to soak in the win. Many in the audience feel Beggs has an unfair advantage on the road to victory.
You
Beggs
think?
is a transgender athlete, born a girl, transitioning to become a boy. He takes testosterone injections to make that transition happen. Many believe that provides the young wrestler with an added competitive edge. His strength and agility are hard to miss on the mat.
Yes, it does.
So there's a big issue right now, right? And I think if he has been taking hormones or steroids, he should be wrestling boys.
That can't happen, though, according to the University Interscholastic League, which oversees public high school athletics. Current UIL rules state boys may not wrestle against girls and vice versa, and gender shall be determined based on a student's birth certificate. For Beggs, that means he's got no choice but to wrestle girls.
This is what happens when ideology overpowers common sense. We're not even going to get into the conversation that this person is under the age of 18 and has decided to transition. But let's just focus on a natural-born female taking testosterone and still competing against girls. Obviously, this person shouldn't be, and I think that the correct answer is either A, build a transgender league, which is not likely to happen because there's not enough athletes to fill in that league per city, per state, or bar this athlete from participating at all. Why are you allowing medically enhanced people to compete against biological females? It doesn't make sense. This also wouldn't make sense for an enhanced person to compete against biologically born males. If a young boy is caught taking testosterone, is caught taking steroids, they are removed from the team. Why? Because now that person is a science project, which is more inclined to win in any competitive event that they sink their hands into, and also it increases the chance and risk of injury for those that are not chemically enhanced. But you're still allowing this enhanced person to compete against girls? Clown world.
Then there's the issue of the hormone therapy that would typically be disqualifying. Not in this case, says UIL Deputy Director Dr. Jamie Harrison.
The law is very, very specific that a student who is being administered performance-enhancing drugs by a physician cannot be made ineligible.
The UIL insists it's willing to review its existing laws to see if they need to be changed by legislators. For now, the state stands by this weekend's competition, calling it fair. Today, Beggs shares the gold with his peers.
I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for my teammates. That's honestly what the spotlight should have been on, is my teammates.
The young athlete wrestles with a new uncertainty. Next season, will he still face off with girls as a boy? Polo Sandoval.
If I was in a school district and I was the parent of a young girl, I would remove that young girl from these sports, have them participate somewhere else. I would be completely concerned with injury onto my baby girl, especially looking at this person whose shoulder length already looks like the testosterone has been successful.
Should Mike Tyson, have you heard of him?
Yes, I have.
If he identifies as a female, should he be allowed to enter a boxing match with a biological female?
Well, the short answer is yes, somebody who is trans.
Okay.
After 20 fights, I was undefeated. Only one fighter stood between me and the belt.
You got this chick, she's nothing.
Tiffany Stone!
A trans woman has sparked outrage by taking gold in a national USA cycling contest. Before switching divisions, male-born Kylie Small had reportedly placed 44th in a male race last season. While commenting on the recent victory, Small made no mention of the alleged physiological advantage.
I was just trying to push gaps after dismounts and stuff. I kind of just, as we were racing, I was starting to figure out I have really clean dismounts this race. I finally got it down on all the sections.
Some social media users criticized other contestants for not speaking out against the trans athlete stealing a win from them.
Do you think that there are women that aren't real women?
Yes.
Okay, like what?
A lesbian.
A lesbian's not a
or
real woman.
transgender. Do you think men who take off the body parts and put on women body parts, you know, like breasts and all that, and put on dresses, are they women or are they still are they women or are they still men?
Sorry, ask the question again.
You know how there are transgenders?
Uh-huh.
Let me do this. Transgenders now, and they are confused about their identity. So you heard of Bruce Jenner, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know Bruce is a man. Well, he took off the body part. Where you going?
I'm leaving.
Why are you leaving?
Because.
Don't run.
What?
Because what you're saying is extremely offensive, and I'm not going to sit here for it.
Come and tell me why.
Nope.
Under the pressure of scrutiny, they always fold.
I'm a biological woman that medically transitioned to appear like a male through synthetic hormones and surgery. I will never be a man. Nobody would help me, including the doctor that did this to me because I lost my insurance. I get infections every 3 to 4 months. I'm probably not going to live very long. We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States telling girls that they can be boys at $7,000 a pop in a surgery that has a 67% complication rate. That will kill me. I have 3 kids. At the age that they're doing this to kids, I'm not transphobic. I love kids, and I love other people's kids, and you should too. This is wrong. On so many levels.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and only ladies and gentlemen it is and shall always be. I am an 18-year-old high school student and wanted to take this time to bring to your attention the current issue with biological men claiming they are women entitled to use women's spaces. There was an incident within our district that occurred recently regarding a transgender woman who really is a biological man having an altercation with a young woman at MLK High School. This man is and has been using the women's restroom and locker room. Firstly, why are we affirming the mental confusion of this boy and putting the safety of women in jeopardy by allowing mentally confused men to use the women's spaces? Of course, any male who claims he is a woman will accept it. But what about the women? What about the true girls like myself who are female down to our DNA? Why don't we ever get a say in whether or not we are comfortable with this? The truth is, we aren't. The majority of us aren't, and yet nothing has been done to protect the safety of these women. So please do something about it. Thank you.
Do you think genitals define gender?
No.
Why?
You can do, it's your body and your choice, and you can do whatever you want.
So like, what if I wanted to change my race? Is that okay?
I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
Her struggling over that question represents how many people just recite things that they heard somewhere without actually critically thinking about the things that they've heard. What I find so interesting about this argument is that no, it doesn't define it based off of your genitals, but all of a sudden what you reassign, it does. If you neuter a dog, does that now make it a female dog? What's scary about this is that she's over 18, so her right to vote is just as strong as yours.
When did you realize you were part of this?
I was about 12 or 13, I believe. I knew I was different. I didn't really know what yet, because I didn't really know the word trans. I didn't know what LGBTQ was. I didn't know any of that. So I was like, Mom, I think I like women. I think I like guys. I don't really know. And she was like, I accept you for whoever you think you are. And so I've been on testosterone for about 3 years now.
Okay.
So that's been great.
So you were born as
a female.
As a female, and now you're a man.
Yes.
Okay.